Good morning, everyone. My name is Amy Waking Wolf, and I am the creator of the Honus in the Honu collection. I'm a glass artist and a sea turtle rescuer. I'm an ocean activist and healer. And I wanted to start a little section on the web called Collector's Corner. And the reason is because I just did a Christmas sale. And it was very, very successful. And it really surprised me how many people came back for their third or their fourth or their fifth piece. And as an artist, it almost brought me to tears because it means that you value my work and the artistry of it so much that you're spending your hard-earned money to get another piece. And I guess it just made me really value all of the people that have supported me so much over the years. And I know I have some really incredible collectors that I love so dearly. But what I didn't realize was that I had so many, and that this work means so much to you. So I wanted to do something special just for you, which is also something that I kind of miss. So since COVID-19, I have been closed March, I think the end of March, we closed all my retail locations. And because of the situation Hawaii is in the sense that we're so vulnerable, we haven't been back open. Everybody else has been back open, but we really haven't been. We just opened last month and we're just at 20% capacity. And so I have been focused on being online, as you guys saw. And one of the things that I've been focused on this summer is really focusing on my line, which is my 6 pieces, my 6 color stories, which is Hana, which is all about the creativity. Kalele, your answers are inside you. Mahalo, which is gratitude. Malama, protect what you love. Kuipo, which means sweetheart, which can be for your sweetheart, but also if you want to start a relationship with yourself where you are your own sweetheart. And a koni. And a koni is, of course, worthiness. And this is a koni with the blue to the darker blue swirls. And what I used to do when I had my locations open was when I would wake up at 4 in the morning. By the way, it's probably about 4 in the morning. Oh, it's 5:30. Okay. And want to go into the studio and make something, and I could just put it on the booth because it was something that was like a creation that I made. But I never really thought of doing that online. And of course, that was kind of silly because I really love you guys, and I want to have pieces that are just totally unique. They're all one of a kind, but these ones are not going to be a duplicated color story. They're going to have their own Hawaiian name and their own Hawaiian story. So I want to share with you a little bit about Hawaiian stories because I'm obviously not Hawaiian, but when I got here, my heart began to heal and my wholeness began to blossom. And so I feel this connection to the Aina like I was born here, because really I was reborn here. So that's why all my pieces are named with Hawaiian words. And also I feel like it's really cool to be able to teach those words and have those words out there in the world. So that brings me to pakalea. Pakalea is a word that means to train to grow. So if you were using it as a gardener, you would, instead of your plant growing this way, you train it to grow this way. Or you can train it to grow this way, right? But you're training it to grow. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. As most of you know, my husband passed away from COVID at the very beginning of the pandemic. And my whole world changed. I described it recently as a microscopic bomb that detonates everything in your life, right? My future was all of a sudden gone. My best friend was all of a sudden gone. It just left this incredible hole in my life. And after a long period of grieving, I made the decision that this was an opportunity for me to train myself to grow into my next iteration, my next rebirth. And so I spent the summer working on glass because honestly there was times where it was so frightening out there in the world that all I wanted to do is just work in the glass studio, because that's my peace, that's my safety, that's my place where I know that I do something that nobody else in the world does. And it's just very it's my healing, you know. So let me drink my tea. Okay, so I miss the part where I could create something and then bring it out to the world. And I focused instead on really diving into getting my colors right, so that if a store did want to carry me or a gallery did want to carry me, the purple that they saw one time was the purple that they got every time. And in reality, when you guys see a purple, there's probably 9 purples that didn't make it to the table, if you will, because they just looked awful. They weren't, you know. So there's a science to what I do, but I don't even know my own science, right? There's this, when you're working with glass, you're working with chemicals that react a certain way to certain heat, and you can't just turn on a torch and be like, okay, that's 1171 degrees. It's not like that. You have to listen for the sound, and you have to look at the look, and you have to know your torch and your tools and your glass, and it's really challenging. And to say that I've spent 20 years and I'm still challenged is an understatement. I still am very confused on how I get certain effects. So I decided this summer I was going to spend my whole summer figuring that out. And honestly, I figured a lot of stuff out. Oh my God, I did. I really did. Purple is still struggling, huge struggle. But I got pink, and I got the islands, and I got those shimmers, and it's just very exciting where my work is right now. So, back to sea turtles, which is my favorite subject. Sea turtle medicine in Native American tradition is the peaceful transition from one chapter of your life to the next chapter of your life. And I am a Native American shaman. I'm not Native American, but I am trained in Native American shamanism. Again, it was something that I was walking through the world and I found and I connected with, and it brought me so much peace and so much joy. And what shamanism really is that the natural world has all the tools that you need to heal. And it also is a whole bunch more stuff, and we'll talk about that as these story times evolve, right? But while I was in Colorado becoming a shaman, I also fell in love with crystals and stones, and I was just like so amazed that these beautiful stones came out of the earth. And I want to talk to you about Pakalea today, because Pakalea is the word to grow, to train to grow. And sea turtle medicine is the medicine of peaceful transition from one chapter of your life to the next chapter of your life. And so I am in transition big time, right? I'm developing this new person and this new vision for what my future looks like without Michael. I don't want to cry. So I love labradorite. It's my favorite stone. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm such a dork. And one of my best and favorite things I ever got in labradorite is a le'e. This is this beautiful dolphin. And labradorite means helping you find your soul's purpose. And it means Temple of the Stars. And basically, what I love about it is look at how plain Jane it looks. And then look what happens when the light hits it. Just like us. Just like us humans, right? We look like plain Janes and then the light hits us and we look amazing. So I had this labradorite necklace. And I want you to see it. And I also wanted to show you like the size comparison. So she's a large and this is a medium and she's a large. So you can really see the comparison. And then I want you to see the actual Pakalea. She's gorgeous. And I'm gonna just take her off and see if I can read the number on the back. No. No. Do I have any magnifying glasses with me? Yes, I do. Okay. I'll get that for you. Oh, sorry. There we go. Let's see. So the number is A185. A185. So there she is. And then let's see if I can get this to zoom in. Nope, can't zoom in this one. Okay, there we go. Nope, I guess it's being weird. Oh, I think is it autofocus is on? No, it's weird. There we go. Oh, there she is. Anyways, so her price is normally $14.99, but like I said, I really wanted to do something special for the collectors. And so if you are a collector, the price is going to be $11.99. And it's just going to be for today because I feel like I wanted to do something special for you guys. You've been such a huge support for me this whole time. So I will probably not make any. I might make something with labradorite again, but I won't make that piece again. So if that's interesting to you, let me know and I will happily send it out to you. It will not make it there before Christmas. I know that for a fact, but maybe the day after. You guys celebrate the day after Christmas. Some people do. All right. Well, it was a pleasure and an honor to serve you all these years and for you to be part of my healing journey. And it really touched me deeply how many people connect to sea turtle medicine and my glass work and Hawaiian Islands and it just really surprised me. So I wanted to start this little series called Collector's Corner, and hopefully I'll make a different piece each month and you guys can check it out. I'll let you know when it is. I'll definitely, I have a group on Facebook called Turtle Lovers Maui, and I'll announce it there. I won't announce it on Instagram, so if you're an Instagram follower, you gotta join me over there on Facebook or on my email, which is seaturtlegewelry.com. Then sign up for the newsletter. All right, well, mahalo and ahuiho.